The Panoply is a public sector focused digital transformation company. We listed about a year ago, December 4th of 2018. Since then, we've achieved revenues this half of £13.4 million, of which 59% is in that public services sector. Public services for us is local authorities, local government, central government is housing, health, higher education, and not-for-profits. So our clients would include Essex County Council in local authorities, would include DVLA, Food Standards Agency in central government, would include UCL in higher education and Brunel University, would include the NHS Digital in health, obviously. And an example of not-for-profits would be Q, would be National Trust, would include Parkinson's and many others. So the Panoply is different from others because we're native 21st century. We're native agile, we're cloud native. We don't have any of the legacy problems that some of the larger service providers have. Our culture is unique in terms of the kind of people that we attract and therefore the kind of projects that we deliver and the outcomes that our clients receive. So we're pleased to have delivered robust financial performance alongside considerable operational progress as well. Our revenues for the half were £13.4 million, up 33% on the year earlier. Our adjusted EBITDA, taking into account investments, was 1.3 million, up 38% on the year earlier. We managed to deliver free cash flow of £1.3 million from operations, which is up from a negative 1.2 the year earlier. And of course, on a statutory basis, we turned to profit, so we delivered 0.3 million of profit before tax. Operationally, we made a huge amount of progress. Perhaps the biggest thing was the acquisition of FutureGov, which really cemented our position. It made us a truly public sector focused, public services focused group. It means that we've got an end-to-end proposition running everything from service design through front-end development, through full-stack software, all the way through to robotic process automation and conversation interfaces. It means that for the first time, we are an end-to-end digital transformation company in that really important sector that's worth £20 billion a year in terms of total addressable market. We also appointed Dominic Campbell to be Managing Director of Public Sector, in addition to CEO of FutureGov. His role there is to take the entire value proposition of the group out to that particular market. In addition to that, what we've done is appointed heads of local government, central government, health, housing, not-for-profit, and an open vacancy for head of higher education as well. So, today we are truly an end-to-end digital transformation company. We're about £20 million revenue in the UK public services alone, which gets us the scale, I think, that we now need to really execute and go and drive the organic growth across the group. We've got loads of examples of group companies working together to win collaborative bids. In the half, 15% of our revenue, £2 million, was projects where people from multiple parts of the group were working on the project together. Food Standards Agency has 4 of our companies involved. L&Q Housing has 3 of our companies involved. We begin to see this really working at the moment. And I think with the appointment of Dominic Campbell as MD of Public Services, as we talked about before, we'll see more and more of that begin to happen. We see the bids happening today. We're really pleased with that progress. Our investments in the half were in the emerging areas of conversational interfaces and robotic process automation. We're really pleased that they started generating revenue in the half as well. So we invested 0.4 million, and actually they generated 0.4 million revenue in the same half as well. So they've got great traction. And actually, as we've gone into this half, we see that traction continuing. Huge growth opportunity in both of those areas. In robotic process automation, we won UCL in terms of full-scale rollout of RPA there, probably the biggest robotic process automation rollout in UK higher education to date. In conversational interfaces, we won the Defence Science and Technology Lab, a deal worth up to £500,000 to us, where we beat IBM, Watson and Accenture, really showing the capability of that part of the group. We are so excited about those 2 businesses. They're showing tremendous growth potential for us, and we're really pleased that we made those investments. In terms of why you'd invest, What we've built is an end-to-end proposition for digital transformation in public services in the UK. And that has a huge growth opportunity. It's a total addressable market of £20 billion. Obviously, the election result means that regardless of where you sit politically, there's clarity in terms of direction of travel, which frees up budgets from government departments as they begin to prepare for Brexit. We think we're tremendously positioned to take advantage of that opportunity. So in terms of outlook for the second half, we have a sales order backlog of £25 million, of which 12.8 million falls within this half alone, the remaining 12.2 in further periods after that. This, together with our weighted pipeline, underpins the expectation that our full-year forecast will be achieved. We've got a great team in place to really drive the public services part of our business forward. We're super excited about the future and the growth potential of the group.